Welcome to another episode of Bill Not Ball Talks with your host Theo, my co-host Machi Mach, and then y'all can see between us, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Hector, manager of Custom Alley Show. What's up, my boy?
What's going on, baby? Pleasure to be here. Happy to be here. Different setup from last time, bro.
Yes, sir.
Different setup. This is amazing. I mean, like right now, I feel like I'm on Rogan or something, bro. You got the soundboard next to me. I mean, I'm just saying out here. You know, it's big time.
Different tax bracket, baby.
I see. This declared money? No.
All I know is the last time we was together, we was big shout out to my brother, Mr. Hennessy. We was on his garage. We was cold. The lightning sucked. And we still did the thing, though.
No, we did. And I mean, we spent a lot of time last time. You know, I told you how much I respect the hustle, just the grind y'all was putting in. You know, I certainly ain't going to say this is where I thought y'all would be a year from that point. I mean, you're talking literally, we had a clamp light that we were pointing in the wrong way that we stopped the pod to make some adjustments to. But even from back then, you know, you could see the grind, and that for me, that's what stood out to you guys from the very beginning when we first had our conversation, was just seeing the work y'all was putting in, getting out and about. And I mean, it's evident, you know, it's undeniable what y'all doing right here. So it's a pleasure.
Thank you, man. Welcome back. Always a pleasure when you come around, because I know the convo is going to be great. I know you come with a couple messages.
You got a couple different ones, a couple different things to talk about.
So before we get to that, obviously, I want to, you know, catch up with you and what's going on. You know, I know, big shout out to you and congratulations on last Custom Alley Show.
Yes.
It was a hit. To me, it was a hit. And also, I love the new layout, because if I'm not mistaken, that was a new layout, right?
That was a new layout. You know, Custom Alley this year at the Philly Auto Show made up about 35% of the show. It was a massive plot upstairs. You know, and I'll tell you, like, the shops deliver, bro. Like that's something that for me, you know, when I started this, Custom Alley isn't my main job. It's not my main role. So I almost kind of fell into it when Dub had pulled out, and it's crazy to think we've done 4 shows already. And you know, for me, I'm blessed. The one thing I love about the car scene, and I've always known this just from when I was a kid with my pop, you know, growing up in Philly, is the people, right? You bring the people together. So when I look at the pictures from shows from, you know, 22, 23, 24, and then just this one here, and I'm like, damn, you know, just looking at the people that deliver, that to me is the most important part. I'm very, very grateful for all the exhibitors and everybody who stepped up.
Nice. Well, one of my pet peeves of that show was everybody together. Yeah. That one day where all the vendors, all the exhibitors, everybody was just started walking together. Yeah. And everybody taking pictures going, wow. So that was one of the good things I'm going to take out of that one. You know? Much?
Nah, it's always a good show, whether we put our cars in there or not. I never had a car in there, but I've been there for the past 3 years. And you can also see the growth in the, you know, a lot of people say, oh, it'd be the same people there. Yeah, but since we know them, we know they put extra stuff in their car, and we notice that stuff. Yep. And heck, you said that's take 35%, but if you allow it, it would take way more than 35%, right?
Yeah, I mean, it certainly would, and we can take
you turn down cars every year.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, exactly. and I mean, Philly, the growth of Philly is what allowed us to even, you know, bring about this Oak Show that we'll talk about in a little bit. But, you know, as far as the cars themselves filling it up, we could fill it. The issue, I will say though, is that the convention center is extreme. That's a very, very, very expensive spot, bro. You know what I mean? And like just everything that goes into it, from that production, the carpeting, everything, the rent for the building. You know, but team, very blessed at the Philly Auto Show team. When we first started, you know, we're trying to bring this out about that we charge very, very fairly. Very fairly. So just to give a small example, like the marketplace, the people who are buying a 10x10 booth, that 10x10 booth is $3,000 to that marketplace. And I can tell you right now, they ain't paying that type of price there. But it's all meant for the community to kind of bring it back together. But big props to it's an Import Expo that's got that's going. I think they're doing a show at the PCC at the Convention Center downtown. I think they're going to be downstairs. But it's an undertaking, bro, man. But every year, very, very blessed with Philly Auto Show, man. The people step up, and I'm in a good position for that show when I'm able to turn people down.
Well, you got to remember, in the mix of you having Custom Alley showroom, but then also right next to it is the brand new cars that are coming out that year is sitting out there as well, and you get the people to jump in the cars, not just looking at them, you know?
Yeah.
So I noticed a lot of families come with their kids, let me try this minivan out or this new SUV, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's cool, and plus they get to come to the other side and look at some more cool cars, you know, that kids might not look on the daily.
No, I mean, you're hitting on something that's a hot button for me, just in the sense of exposing the enthusiast world to that new car demo, right? So like the Philly Auto Show, the purpose of the Philly Auto Show is to showcase brand new vehicles, right? To show manufactured vehicles and show them to local consumers. That's the purpose of the show. And what Custom Alley has done, it's allowed us to really Dub and Philly Auto Show. They never worked hand in hand, right? It was more like, hey, we rented out this area to you guys. They ran a phenomenal show. Custom Alley being a part of the Philly Auto Show, it's really brought the worlds together, and it's allowed us to kind of break down some barriers, right? So I always like to joke, you know, like you always get to go see in the new car section, you get to go see what car you like. Over in Custom Alley, you find that, you know, you figure out how you make it your own. Like one thing I love about the car scene and the vehicles, these are just a reflection of personality, right? Like people put their lives, they put it into the vehicles. So you talk about the, you know, like, yeah, some of the same vehicles, which for me, I like riding out. You mean, I'm very loyal, you know, you rock out with your crew. Knowing that they step up and they put these little differences, these little, you know, bits and pieces. That to me, I'm always blown away. I'm like, man, y'all just pushing yourself out and about all the time, you know. So again, same lines with you guys, right? When you talked about the grind, you see what the outcome is. I get to watch, vehicles that may have started off as, you know, just a car by itself in local lane that has grown up now. They're an exhibitor now in the shop. They got their car club in there now, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you guys kicked off the podcast with it 2 years ago, just kind of being there. So for me, I love watching the networking side of it, right? Like I know we always kind of get together different shows and things, but I love watching, you know, two groups, an exhibitor, you know, maybe it's a shop who does rapping and another shop, you know, might do performance work, who never met each other. They come together. That's the purpose of the show for me.
Yeah. That's and I like it because, for example, big shout out Jose Custom Toys. A lot of, you know, I don't get to go through every vendor. You know, it's too much going on.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Yes, I do.
But you know, some of these teams I know personally, and they take the time to make sure all the rides are up to date. And he always, like last year, he picked what's that car? That little smart car. What's the name of that car?
Smart car, ain't it?
Is it a smart car?
It is a smart car.
Oh, Fiat.
No, it's a
His
smart car. It's a
Smart
smart
car.
car.
His car.
Yeah.
Got air ride on it.
He did that car, the unveiling at the show, at your show. You know what I mean?
Smart car.
And that's a car that you don't see a lot though.
No.
And people coming in, you know, they curious, like, hold up. And one thing that his booth had was nothing but information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For the public.
No, and I love that too. Like that's a great example of the difference kind of in the show, right? Like you may have somebody who's there to promote their, you know, their rap shop, right? Which is cool, right? Like I want you to promote your business. Then you have an organization like Custom Toys, you know, a car club based out of Philly that realistically, like they're not getting a return, you know, they're not getting a financial return on that show. That's time, energy, investment, and I appreciate that, like legitimately, because you out here for the love of the game, for the love of the car scene, the culture. You out here, you know, spreading good vibes. Tim is a pain in my ass, which he always will be. But yeah, that's
Timmy.
Timmy. He's a rider though.
He won't be Timmy if he wasn't.
Yeah, he absolutely would. Yo, he been playing, yo, fuck with me since day one. But I'll tell you, like, real shit, you know, like, he's just a dude I know I can call him, rely on him. But, you know, again, just going back to the car scene, the culture, I mean, just how my relationships have grown, friendships. I mean, I spend most of my time when I'm out at weekends popping out of shows, like, I'm seeing you know, when I see the same people, that's when I get to dap up. Like, that's that family feel to it.
Right.
And I love it.
Nice. I know we don't get to see each other often, you know, you doing what you do, but every time the shows come that we like, oh shit, Hector here. Yeah. It's always a vibe.
Thank you.
You know, we get to talking. Congratulations on having a son.
Yes.
Your son.
Yes. So for those that don't know, I have my daughter. She turned 2 in early August, and I got baby boy on the way coming January, which is thank you.
That's it, bro. No more.
Don't try. So you got to tell me, dog.
You got the pair. That's it.
It's all.
But it's just an example of when we do get together, the kind of convos that come out. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. I mean, like look. You know, when you guys come on here, you talk to a lot of different people, and and a lot of times, obviously, it's got the car heavy focus on it. Like one thing I appreciate with our conversations, and actually it's funny because I think we had started these conversations even before like the pod. This was just us rapping. It's about life. Again, like the car scene for me is the greatest disguise. The greatest costume to bring people together, right? No matter what your background is, like no matter what kind of cars you into, trucks, whatever it is, if you're passionate about it, you get to showcase your passion. So for me, learning about people, that to me is the depth of conversation. I mean, I don't know if we really want to take this turn right away, but one thing for me is that minorities, dudes from the hood and shit, like we don't have enough deep conversation. Like, I mean, like we don't just try to peel back some layers, and it really just opens up. That to me, it makes you a better person. Builds relationships, builds up strength of who you are, your own integrity. Right. Like that for me, I appreciate y'all being open. Like we've had these chats and just busting it up like that. That makes it feel natural. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, got to open up, just share, and just talk, man. Just talk about life.
Likewise, man. Like I said, since day one, I met you and always been the same. I like talking to you because, even in the personal level, you still always throw that advice.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I remember that you was like, Theo, you got to set a goal and get out of visiting people or this garage. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now you coming into where we at, means a lot because I think I accomplished that.
I think the plus with talking to Hector is like, if I had a close friend, I want to talk to a close friend for advice. Now I want to talk to somebody else about a business advice, and I got to talk to somebody about this. Where heck, you get all in one thing. We can start off with yo, what's up, my boy? How you doing? From that, how you doing? Now we over here. Yo, I got a baby on the way, bro. It's gonna change my life. Yo, It's a good thing. You know what I mean? So you get all the combos in one, and the boy know how to hold a conversation.
Yeah.
So you talk, and it's not like it's forced. You know what I mean?
Right.
You just talk, and
it's genuine.
With him, you don't just get one person. You get like I said, you get different people. You don't gotta go talk to just a bank account about this, a card about this. You just get it all with him. Like
facts.
No,
and like I said, it's not forced.
No, I appreciate that a lot. It's funny because even on my business card, I call it the two-face of business cards. I got two different sides because my business side and the custom alley side. And for me, like, look, man, like, I just really feel. I know one of my gifts, my purpose here, is to talk to people, right? Help enlighten people. I refer to it a lot as using my light to bring the light out of others. And for me, like that conversation, you could have that with anybody. When you're talking about them, you're talking about life. I mean, like, where do you want to take it? Like, what do you want to know? Like, let's expand upon that, right? Like that's the whole piece. That for me, it's like, let's dig. You're into this? Let's talk about it, bro. Like, oh, you're into that? All right, let's go on that route. I remember when I used to be a recruiter for Universal Technical Institute. Graduated from there, and I used to recruit for them. And I'd be out at the high schools, and I have a kid. I'm talking to a kid about going to school to go work on cars, and he's like, "Nah, man, I'm going to a different school." And I'm like, "All right, cool." I was like, "Well, did you do your financial aid?" And they're like, "What?" I was like, "Did you apply for scholarships?" And they're like, "Well, no." I'm like, "All right, well, when are you going to do that?" Right? Like, the conversation isn't just that's the whole thing. Like, it don't stop on surface, right? So it's like, what are we looking for? And our role, kind of going back to, just my experiences when I'm around successful people, I'm around the dealership world. What I find is, there's a lot of times that conversation is centered around building each other, and that for me is something that we need to do more. Like, realistically, facts, I mean, like, we were talking earlier. I mean, a lot of chatter goes out and about. Somebody always got something to say, but I mean, well, why don't you just flip it, right? So it's like someone's having, has an issue here, and maybe they're opening a business, the same business you did. They're starting a pot, right?
Right.
Yeah, we ain't the only ones who do this shit. There isn't a thing in the car scene that you're going to be unique. Like, you're the only person that can. And if it's great, somebody else will do more.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, so use your time, use your network to build each other up. Like, why not? Like, there ain't a lack of customers. There ain't a lack of people out here. I mean, it's a matter of coming together. I mean, shit, you can see with even the car show scene itself, like, I mean, I remember a couple years ago, it felt like there was just there used to be a little more synergy on, like, yo, I mean, I'm doing my show this weekend. Like, if you're roughly in the area, again, right, you got different demos and shit, but I'm in this area. I mean, like why don't we try to schedule our shows, kind of around each other so we can have support. And you lose it when you lose that communication. You see what kind of happens a little bit, right? You got shows that come on top of each other, to kind of step in place, and that to me just comes back down to, yo, talk to one another, man. Like, yo, be here to support each other. Get out there, like, support your friends, support all your car crew. There's a saying that goes, man, you're more likely to turn a customer into a friend than turn a friend into a customer, and that to me is a problem, right? Like that's an issue, man. You should be able to rely on your people to say, yo, support what I'm doing, support what's going on. But just kind of going back to, I just believe that we should take it upon ourselves to help out next generation, to help out each other, man. Like, let's uplift each other. There's enough shit out there bringing us down.
Amen. But a lot of people just rather gatekeep, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and I challenge it, and again, I'm probably gonna end up paying for this at some point, but I challenge it back to, like, that's an empty conversation.
Right.
Like, if we can't expand upon it, if we can't, kind of dig deeper, and I ain't saying you gotta like, you gotta like everybody, right? I mean, I've heard, you're a personality, the choir taste over here, you know what I'm saying? But this, but like, there's just a way to have a conversation about something. Like, are you actually trying to prove a point, or are you just trying to make a dumbass statement just to say something, right? Like that's the difference.
See, it's not that I have an acquired taste. It's just that, hey, like you either gonna like me for being real. I don't want you to like me for being fake. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat and this and that, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel. And certain things gotta be said that nobody say, and I'm just gonna be like, I can't hold it in. If I keep it in, it'll bother me. Right. There's times I call him, I'm like, bro, I should have said this. Bro. Yo, we was at this show, and damn, I should have told this person this. Or even the pod, after the pod, damn, bro, Hector was on there, I should have mentioned this, and I should have said this, because everybody want to know, nobody want to say, I should have said that.
Yeah.
But it's like life in general, though. You always forget something on the convo that you wish you could have said later, but that's the purpose of the relationship.
You ever get in an argument? And then you walk away, you be like, damn, I should have called that bitch.
I would have killed it if I said this.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I be feeling sometimes. Like, damn, I should have said this, man. Like, no,
you just hit on something again right now where you're talking about. I mean, like, people talk about being real a lot, right? Like, and for me, it goes like, what does that mean, right? What does being real mean? Like that's one. I never want to sit down with anybody where they feel uncomfortable having the conversation, or they feel limited, right? I can't be myself, I can't share myself, and that's, again, I'm very blessed in my position where I get to interact, everything, from dealer owners to students in Philly automotive high schools, looking to see what they're gonna do in their lives. I love that, right? Because again, like, what we're talking about, like, yo, share your thoughts, like be yourself. Yeah. And I'll tell you something, bro. There a lot of times too, unfortunately, in circles, there are things that we would consider successful. What I see is there's a lot of people who get to a certain point by not feeling they can be themselves, right? So it's good. You should be yourself. And again, this ain't about this ain't a kumbaya, man. This is life. You know what I'm saying? Like, life's gonna go on. You're gonna say things I ain't gonna agree with. You're gonna say, I'm gonna say things. That's okay, man. That don't mean we gotta beef. That don't mean we gotta. Start just trashing each other.
That don't mean that you gotta throw 5 shots.
That's an opinion, bro. Just an opinion.
It's a thought. It's a viewpoint. You know what I mean? But that's what makes it great. We talked about the difference in y'all two personalities. Like, it's what makes the show. It's what makes everything great, is having the different people. And again, I go back to the car scene, tying this back into the vehicles. You go out to shows, you look at the variety of vehicles that are out there.
Different tastes.
They're all different tastes, bro. Yeah. I got my boy Roy. He's a service manager at Chapman Ford right now. My guy drives a Miata, bro. I come at his neck constantly, bro. Yeah. Constantly. I'm like, bro, what if this big go-kart you got out here rocking? Then you see some crazy built-up Miatas where you're like, yo, this is wild.
Listen. Low car limbo, Miata pull up, everybody trembles. That's
an automatic win. That's a cheat code.
I heard they were making category. I heard they were splitting out the Miata separate for some of these jobs. It was getting too low.
If they do, that's going to be a long competition. Listen, Heck, I know you known for the Custom Alley show, in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, you surprised everybody with Custom Alley Oaks.
Yep.
The first car show ever, right?
Yep. First car show that's being produced by the Philly Auto Show. And I'll get more into what the weight of that is in a second. But yeah, we're bringing about introducing Oaks, Custom Alley Oaks.
2-day event.
Yep.
And before we get to what you want to address, like you said, you mentioned that when your plan is to work with everybody.
Right.
But like I said, you're known for your city show. When this great thing came out, how was the feedback among the community?
So there's a couple different sides from the feedback, and I'm going to get into price, but we're going to talk about that for sure directly. We ain't running from conversation. But to kind of talk about just what makes the Oak Show so special is the Philly Auto Show, and this is going to be real business right now, but the Philly Auto Show is produced by the Auto Dealer Association of Greater Philadelphia. So like the New York Auto Show, Chicago, the auto shows are produced by local dealer associations, right? In that world, auto shows are not the same as car shows, right? They're two completely different worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first time in the country that an auto show, that an association is producing an event that is centered behind the enthusiast, right? That's beautiful. That comes from the growth of Custom Alley. The exhibitors stepping up and the passion and quite frankly, the love that they all showed, right? Because they always step up. Anytime I've always called on any of my Custom Alley crew, they come and they step up here. So that led us to introduce this show that's going to be coming out to Oaks, which I'm very excited about here. So initially, I received, to talk about the feedback for Custom Alley at Oaks, the initial feedback right off the bat was extremely positive because, like, yo, hey, we got our own thing now, right? And so, hey, listen, I make a joke right now sometimes at the Philly Auto Show where I'm like, yo, man, I was like, it's like being a guest, in like your uncle's mansion. You know what I'm saying? We were like, yo, like this is cool, but I'm kind of good with my, my little 3-bedroom, 1-bath spot back there. But now, like, this is us, right? Like, so the pricing and everything is going to come down. This is on us. It's on the Custom Alley crew to step up, and we're covering all that.
Okay.
So the feedback for the show itself, extremely positive right off the bat. Then pricing came out, right? And I'll tell you, the feedback we received from the price point, which we initially came out with, we were very high. It was at $175, and we had a lot of things that were thrown our way. Tossing from like big corporate trying to dig into pockets. Of us. We heard it all, and my role is very interesting, right? Because it's funny. I go to the office sometimes, and it's like sometimes it's being looked at as like, hey, I'm here and I'm defending the enthusiast, right? Then I'm with the enthusiast, and it's like, man, sometimes I'm defending corporate. And I'm just sitting here. I'm like, son, I'm sitting here in the truth, which is where we're at in the middle here. So what ended up happening with the show is what makes Oaks unique is it is a 2-day public show. October 25th and 26th are the public show dates.
Okay.
But move-in is actually going to be Thursday night, because on Friday at the is going to be a private education day event. We're bringing in 600 to 1,000 automotive students from Central PA to South Jersey that are currently in high school, and we're also working with post-secondary schools, Lincoln Tech, ATC, UTI, CCP. We're bringing in all these students, and it's the first time that there's ever been an event where we're bringing in not only this youth, we got the aftermarket crowd there, and that day, Friday, I got new car dealerships that are going to be there.
Oh, wow.
So we're bringing together the entire industry for the daytime's going to be built around us talking to the youth. They get to talk to the dealerships about career opportunities, things like that. Then they get to talk to you about what's your life been in the car scene, right? And after the students leave at 2 p.m., we're going to have a little networking time that's just for the adults.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for the aftermarket and the new car dealership world. We're going to spend a little bit of time just getting to know each other.
Okay.
Right? That's the stuff that's part of this show, right? Now, that's very hard to come across, put that in a post, or get somebody to understand that if they never been, never understood Custom Alley. It's difficult to understand. I get that. But for me, when it almost makes me laugh when I hear you're big corporate trying to dig in pockets. I'm like, man, on the complete contrary, like, I'm trying to bring a voice to a different crowd for this enthusiast scene. That being said, the $175 price point right off the bat, it was hot. right? And with that, we made an adjustment, right? We're running a promo right now, which I got some news later on that we're going to be extending the price point with that. But we brought that down to $125, and I'll tell you what, man, for $125, you bring your car in to an indoor show. You move in Thursday night. Friday, you get to spend a day talking to the youth, talking to networking, building your own network, local shops, local dealerships. Saturday and Sunday, you got public show dates that are coming out here. That ain't bad.
That ain't
But
bad.
it's 125 for a car.
125 per car, correct. 125 per car, yep. So since you opened that up, if you want to get your tent, let's just say when No Hard Feelings gets their tent out there, for a 10 by 10 tent is $200 for the weekend. If you selling stuff directly, it's a vendor spot, then it's $400, right?
Okay.
So, and again, like I've seen prices out there for the vendors and things like that. We're very good on that side, on that piece of it. But really, I mean, and we also split the options, right? So you got the VIP 3-day, which is that day, right? You can move in that Thursday, enjoy Friday, and then you got Saturday and Sunday. Some people, they don't give a shit about that networking. They don't care about talking to the kids. I get it. I ain't here to tell you you have to.
Right.
For that, we got a standard weekend pass, and that's $100. And you move in Saturday morning before the show kicks off, and you're there all day Saturday, and you're there Sunday.
That's like a show. It's cheaper than these car shows now. If you break it down, it's $50 a day.
Yes.
Or if you move in Thursday, it's 4 days for $125, which is cheap.
Right.
Yeah.
These shows now be $60, $70 for 3 hours.
Yes.
Altogether, you're going to spend at least like two something.
Easily.
Yeah, and not only that, here we go. So, like, I mean, like, we work. There's the local hotels right now. I mean, like, we got we have blocks of rooms available. So, literally, we got a discounted rate. It was like $105 or $115 a night for a hotel room out there. Again, just very manageable on that side. We got a I think it's called a Dine and Donate that's going to be going on Friday night at the PJ Willihan's that's right there. You know what I mean? I'm trying to have some conversations to talk about getting I ain't going to reveal who I'm talking to see, make sure we can make this happen. But I'm trying to get a car meet going on in that outside lot at Oaks on Friday night. You know what I mean? Like, we're looking to do a trunk or treat there on Saturday. You know, it's the first time we got awards going down. And this is kind of funny.
I'm about to ask that.
Yeah, we got. Before I get into that, I did want to talk about Oaks. Like, so I keep talking to you guys about bringing people together. So there's in Oaks, they got 3 large halls. There's 2 small. They got 3 large halls though. So one hall, the biggest hall, is going to be tuners and street. Then your next hall is going to be trucks and off road, and then your next hall is going to be classics and muscle, right? So I appreciate all the all the positivity and the feedback y'all gave me earlier, just talking about how, you know, when we sit down and we have conversation, I'm always digging. I'm always trying to bring things together. That's what is happening right here, right? So the tuners and street, that represents a certain demo, right? Truck and off-road, that represents another demo. Classics and muscle represent another demo. We're bringing that all under one roof, right? And the way it's broken down is, like, you can go, if you just want to go see tuners and chill and that's your vibe, bet. Come to the show, you got your spot for you. Same thing with the other halls. And then we have a small hall that we're doing exotics and luxury in. But I tell people, I'm like, if you're a person who's coming to the show, and a big thing with this is we're going to be marketing to a lot of people that aren't in the enthusiast crowd, right? Because we're trying to draw people in. We're trying to we have a campaign, we're putting a lot of money behind it to bring in people that aren't familiar with the car scene so they can learn about it.
Right.
So if you're coming to the show and it's one of your first car shows, or you just like going to car shows in general, I mean, you think about that, like, you're going to have the ability, you're going to be able to kind of pop in from show to show to show right within one roof. And you talk about, you know, you go out to shows sometimes, and yeah, I mean, most shows, a lot of times, yeah, it's a car scene, right? You're going to see a lot of the same people. Of course, that's the car culture.
Exactly.
But now I get the chance, like, I see the same people when I go out to my tuner shows, the same ones when I go out to my truck shows, and the same ones when I go out to my classic shows. Well, now I get to see everybody kind of come together. And I'm really excited about that side of it. Because, you know, again, it's just about those different groups. Man, all these damn cars, real shit, they're junk. If they wasn't junk, we wouldn't be having our own jobs right now. They say breaking down, getting these pieces, man. Cars are the greatest excuse to just get together and talk about your ride.
Yeah. And that's dope because I didn't know all this. I thought you were just coming as a regular car show. Like the MC, some music, a couple vendors selling stuff, and let's go.
Yep. Don't let me give the awards.
You have literally turned this to...
Don't let me forget the awards. Yeah.
You turned this to an information center. That's dope.
And again, what I do ask of the the car scene is like, understand that what we're doing, it's our first time doing something like this. Understand that. So please, I mean, like, give us a little bit of leeway here. But it never. I'm not gonna go down the route. I called Ranger Show basic one time. I didn't mean it like that. But he got mad at me. I was like, I didn't mean it like that. Your show's crazy, son. But there's a different purpose behind our shows, man. Like, we're not looking to come out like that. Like, that's the difference, right? Like, we're not looking to come out to step on shows, to step on little people or little shows. Like, that's not the case, man. Like, on the contrary, we're literally trying to bring something to big up everybody, to introduce y'all to other people, to introduce y'all to different parts of the industries. Like, tying back into the award side, I had the conversation internally. One thing right now, and don't hold me, all this stuff changes, but don't hold me to this. Like, our awards right now, we're not so much, we're going to have a couple different classes. I'm not going crazy. I'm not having 250 awards. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Right. I know that's part of the scene, but my least favorite part of the show is when I got to sit there for 2.5 hours and listen to it. I'm like, this next award. And I'm like, best Civic from 92 that's got red paint. And I'm like, are we doing this? I'm like, what's up here?
So make sure y'all feel that correctly.
Yeah. I'll come in, but like our awards, like right now, like we're going to have a dealer pick.
Okay.
So we're literally going to have, a couple dealer owners or service managers that come around, pick some vehicles. And on my service side, these guys know rides too, because I'm trying to promote in the service side of dealerships. I got a couple dudes that build up cars too. Right. My dream for this whole thing is to one day have an aftermarket versus dealer build off. Would be. Because I love the shit talking from each side, right? You got the, I ain't go to school for this. Like, man, I just learned in my backyard. And you got somebody who's like, I ain't go to school for it either, but I'm working at a shop. This is more the professional side of it. I would love to see a build-off.
That would be nice. Add it to the show.
Yeah.
Like a section and have both of them face-to-face with the same project.
Boom. So, dealers, I'm calling y'all out, too, because we're looking to bring that piece out. And it's the event here, this car show. We're doing this to bring together industries, to highlight the culture, to highlight the scene, and talk to the youth, man. Like I definitely don't want to lose sight of this. And again, if that ain't important to you, I'm not telling you you're wrong. You are absolutely right. All good. Come for just the weekend.
Right.
But one thing I will tell you is, like, we watch these videos. We see right now, like, if you're talking to somebody who doesn't live in the scene, they're not into cars, and you bring up, what do you think about people who people who like cars or the enthusiasts, right? You're like, they're jerks, right? Doing takeovers. Right. Shutting down intersections out here, doing burnouts, holding up people from getting to work. I've watched videos of a mom with her daughter in the back crying. She's scared as hell. You got somebody out here like. That's what the public thinks the scene is.
Yep.
So, in my world, I'm sitting here going like, we're trying to directly address that on different sides. We're trying to directly address it with the public when we're out here saying an organization like the Philly Auto Show, we're backing and supporting and producing this car show to show y'all that, yes, like, look, this is a part of our culture. This is part of the automotive scene. On the other side, we get a direct chance to talk to the youth, man.
Mm-hmm.
Your son's out here, man. We get to we talk a lot about, things that we don't like from there's certain crowds or things or people out here. This is our chance to talk to them.
Right.
So like, what ends up happening is in that car, if you don't have the right people to talk to, what do you end up doing, man? This is how, like, I got nephews and such. Like,
you just keep following Instagram. That's it.
You hang with the wrong crowd.
But at the end of the day, when you go to these places to speak to the youth, you're not gonna catch everybody.
Right.
But at least, what's an average number in your classroom when you go?
When I go to speak at a school, so I can go, if I go to it's different because I go to a Philly school and I work with all the automotive programs in the city. I can go and speak to, 15 kids at Randolph, and then I can go speak to a class in the burbs that may have, 30, 40, 50 kids.
So when you do the...
I want to get into that. I want to talk to kids.
Yeah. Listen, man, I've had this conversation.
Where the app at?
Yeah. I love this part. Real shit. This is a conversation I've had with Tone from Integrity a number of times. Bro.
He just got in too. He just said hi.
But that Tone is my guy, bro. Like,
I told my girl.
Yeah, it's
your guy. That's my girl.
Yeah. So when Tone and when we first met, I laugh. I think back to he was the first potential altercation I had at Custom Alley because I remember when he pulled in. He rolled right past me, and I walked out. He was going to Rangers booth at the time, and I stopped him, and I'm like, Like, what's going on, man? And he's like, yo, who are you? I'm like, I'm Hector. I'm the show manager.
You said
and he's like, and I'm like, who are you? He's like, I'm Tone. And I'm like, yo.
Who the fuck is a Tone?
Ranger comes in, he's like, yo, chill. But like, and it's funny because at that moment, real life, it was perfect because I didn't disrespect Tone. Tone didn't respect me. There was a situation like, yo, I've been here, right? So Tone's coming like, man, I've been here years. Who are you? I'm like, man, I've been working at this show for years. Like
behind the scenes.
How this came in? So we come together. But when Tone and I had these conversations, like, I love Tone because we talked a lot about, being able to speak to a certain demographic, right? So I joke all the time, bro. I grew up at F in the Boulevard, bro. Like, that's Feltonville, holding it down. The way I speak, bro, I've been taught to talk white my whole life because I use proper words and shit like that, right? So it's literally, there's times it's like I'm too hood for my white crowd and too white for my hood crowd, right?
Right.
So you get a certain, like, I feel blessed where I'm able to connect with different demos from any crowd, right? I go speak to any school from anywhere. But when I get to my rougher spots, right, when I got like my hood crew, I don't give off hood to where you see yourself in me, right? And Tone got a grittiness to him. You know what I mean? And I mean this as a complete compliment when I talk about giving off that hood side, is because you got youth out here that they're looking for inspiration. They're looking for somebody to talk to, that's somebody that looks like them and gives off that same vibe, talks like them. That's what Tone represents here, right? So on that same note, bro, like, literally, look at what we're talking about, bro. You got your tuners and street mods that represents a certain demo. I'm bringing out Philly kids. Not only that, by the way, on top of this, like, we're providing transportation for those students.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know I mean, so as part of what we're covering out here, we're making sure these kids can get up here.
Right.
So I got my Philly kids coming out here, making sure I got my group that can talk to them. I got my trucks car here, bro. If I get schools that come out from Lancaster, that's my country boys. I'll tell you what, them boys work.
Yeah.
Them boys, farm boys.
Yeah.
Work, dog, right? So you get in here, I'm gonna have truck guys, people to talk to them and kind of sit there. And again, the classic muscle crowd's kind of interesting too, because you got everything from the old white dude with the socks and the New Balances all the way into muscle builds and stuff like that. Like, that represents a wide range there.
Right.
So again, for the youth, that day we're bringing in a whole different crowd that maybe they ain't gonna. Somebody ain't gonna see them, be like, man, I don't want to talk to them. They don't see themselves in you. We got the people there. You'll find somebody you see yourself in. Yep. And now, and again, I want to make sure before I even move forward, I want to thank y'all very much for giving me this opportunity because, a lot of people right now are learning for the first time kind of really what Oaks is about.
Including us. Including us.
It's hard. And think about everything we talked about right now. How do you even put that into a post?
Right.
I heard it was 200 a car.
That sounds great.
Facts, bro.
200 a car. I'm like, what the? And then I'm like, hold on, you gonna have this on the 200, and then January come to the auto show. Damn, heck, well, 500 in 2 months from us.
Yeah,
but that's why you're here, because you cleaning it up.
That's why we're here. And not only that, when I saw you a couple weeks ago, we talked about coming on the pod here, and I told you, I was like, yo, I wasn't here to skirt any type of conversation. I was like, I want to talk. I want to put, the stuff's on the table. We're here to have a conversation. Let's talk about things like price point. Let's talk about how these things go down. And that for me was important, right? Because on the one side, like, I'll tell you, like, it hurts on both sides, right? Because, like, for me internally, like, I'm watching the things my team's going through, bro. And I will tell you, running a car show is drastically different than running an auto show, right? So it's like, we're learning ourselves, like I'm introducing them to a whole bunch of different, like, the way things kind of work on the car show scene, but we still have a certain standard of things that we're looking to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And we're doing it. We're answering to our board of dealer owners. So, like, the part that nobody saw was, like, I had to sit at a board meeting with a round table of dealer owners that make up our board, and I got to pitch this show, this Custom Elliott Oak show built around enthusiasts. I had to pitch it to them. Right? This is business. Right. It's a business conversation. So if I said to you, let me pitch something to you, and like, let me get $50K from you, and you're like, what am I get back? I'm like, man, don't worry about that.
I got you.
I got you.
I got you.
What you mean?
That's this crowd over here. That's not that crowd.
No, this is just business here. So to get that approval side, you know what I mean? Like that's big for me and it's major.
Right.
And then on the other side, for me, it's a blessing, like to represent the car culture. Like, I joke all the time, bro. Like, for me, I don't live the life. I'm taking part of the life, right? I ain't got my car built up. I ain't got the time for it. I'm blown away at the amount of time, energy, effort that y'all be putting in out and about everywhere. And, like, for me, I feel responsible to represent y'all. right? Like that's my duty. Like my job here. I mean, I met y'all. I've been introduced to y'all. Y'all become a big piece, a big part of my life. Like my personal life. I have way more personal connections that I've made in life through my enthusiast crowd than I have through my traditional job, and I'm grateful for that. So just like I talked about earlier, like I feel responsible to want to help out as best I can, right? Mm-hmm. So when there's a misunderstanding or someone who isn't, I mean, and I get it from the surface. I get it. If you're just reading these quick words off a quick post or a flyer you saw, you go to these conclusions. But I can just promise you, like, the thought and effort that's going behind this piece is meant purely to be uplifting and bring people together. So I'm extremely thankful I feel like I even learned things about the show myself right now, just sitting there and having a conversation.
This is dope, man. Cause like I said, man, we came with a different perspective of what this show was gonna be.
Yeah.
You know?
So I had the cars that go on the tuner side or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be certain cars. Like you gonna hand pick them, or anybody could join it, or
for to be in the show.
Yeah.
Right now we have it to where registration's open, so you can register your car to get in.
Where?
You can go to Custom Alley Show, Instagram. The link's right in that page as well. On Facebook, great question by the way. Custom Alley Show on Facebook. You can go to Philly Auto Shows IG. You go there. The link's on that side as well, and also on Custom Alley Freddy's page over there. He's got that up, but that's where you can go to register for the show itself on that side. But real quick here. Something else that we're working on, and I don't even have this approved yet right now. Okay. But I felt the need that for today, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk about it just so y'all know the type of conversations that we're having in, right? Exactly. So I brought this. So this right here, this is a program book. Right, it's a Custom Alley at Oaks program book. So in theory, and again, I don't have this 100% approved yet, but I'm out here telling y'all like we're far enough to where at least we got a mock-up for it. So imagine you apply, you get your car in the show there, then boom, you're able to open up, and your car is marked off here with your name and your Instagram handle.
Nice.
Right on there. You know what I mean? Got your VIP selection side right here with the VIP marking, and then for the traditional ones, even if you don't want to talk to students, we still got you in here too, displaying your information, right? Where do you see this?
Nowhere.
Right, with your...
Not a car one.
Yeah, excuse me, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So what we're trying to do again here is to showcase your vehicle, showcase your name, and big shout out to our creative director, E, my boy. He been put, man, the amount of time he spent just making sure the letters was perfect. And I had to beg him, I'm like, yo, I don't need some art. I need it to be clear, program book.
Yeah, big shout out to you, man.
Yo, so being able to come in here, so now imagine, you know what I mean, like your pod, right? So in the year, because not this year, but think about next year, you're able to take out an ad right here.
Yeah.
That says, you know, Bill Not Bald Talks, and you have this marked on it, and you're able to take an ad out talking about your rap shop that's in Philly. Like this right here, this is the stuff that we're going into that just we're challenging ourselves to deliver more for the scene, right? And I'm excited about it. And again, it ain't a matter, like it ain't smooth. Like it's tough, man. Like, dude, life is tough, man. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about like what I'm doing or what I'm going through. Man, we're all going through a struggle. We're all going through some shit. Yeah. But please, like, just don't lose sight that, I mean, our purpose for all this is not to sit back and load our pockets. We have a genuine interest in bringing this together and highlighting this scene, and I'm pumped up for it. Like, if we get this chance, you know, if we're able to pull this thing off, like, I'm just excited about it. And I think to myself, like, knowing the amount of people I've met where it's like, yo, if you get this book, all of a sudden, like, yo, you're going to take that home. You're going to go show your friends. You're going to show your family. It may be the first time you got printed, you're in something right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is what we're looking to do here, and I'm excited about it, and I hope we keep pushing ourselves.
That's dope, man. I think if you accomplish to bring that out, someone's going to do the same thing, too, because you know how it goes.
Yep.
So, how do you everybody gets approved?
Everybody gets approved. Right. I almost want to flip this to where it's gonna sound bad now if I end up turning people down.
Any shitty car?
You put me in a bad position, but yes, it is. So the case is this, bro. We're going to be very lenient because, again, we're trying to bring the worlds together. But there's going to be, you know what I mean?
We out of it, Theo.
We do.
we spectators that day.
Just
make sure you come a quarter tank.
Yeah, quarter tank. You know,
no leaks.
Ain't no carpet now. This thing gonna be on the ground, but
no smoke. Not smoking.
We will return every picture, every vehicle that comes through. The team is looking at, bro.
We set it for you. Don't worry.
I'm gonna tell you, like.
Exactly.
Now I feel there'll be this one dude who gets denied. Gonna be like, damn. I'll be like, son. But yes, it's a reflection, Pop. Yo, maybe spend a little extra time, a little extra polish or something out there.
There you go.
Yes.
Drivers Evolved. Shout out to you. No shit boxes. There you go. He said
We're
it.
dead.
Nah, I mean,
Shut down with the cards too.
you need requirements, man. At the end of the day.
No, like, and we do, and that was, I mean, talking about Drivers Evolved, Francisco out there. I mean, he brought up, we had our meeting. And he brought up in front of the staff where he's like, yo, man, like, we're not trying to see just all of one vehicle, or we're not trying to see, just we want to have a certain quality to it. And I'm like, yeah, no, like that stuff's happening. So right now, like we're referring to it as registration open, but that can get paused. Like that's to get yourself signed up. And to be real with that stuff too is so that we can take all your information up front, right?
Right.
So we want all your info. We take this whole piece here, but that don't mean we can't hit a button like, excuse me, let me just return this piece right here for when it pops up here, though. But great question.
Yeah, but listen, at the end of the day, you gotta have common sense.
Yeah.
You're going to an indoor show.
Right.
That's a different monster, bro.
Yep.
You're gonna see if you got scratches, if you got ruts, whatever. You're gonna see it.
You see everything.
So, at the end of the day, don't be surprised if he hits you with the eject button.
Yeah, I will tell y'all too, man. The shit that blows my mind is y'all like when y'all do a meet, right? Y'all do like a meet to then go to a show. So you'll wash your car, wax your car, polish it to head to the meet, right? Car gets dirty is the way you drove over there. At the car meet, you go ahead, you wash and polish your car again. Then you drive to the show. Then you'll wash and polish his car again.
I see that.
I'm like,
I see, bro.
yo.
Didn't I tell you? I told him, I was like, yo, it be car washes people here, like the van, washing cars before they go in there.
Yo, all day. And for any detailers out there too, again, big time out here. Come out and promote for anybody. And this should be for any show. Obviously, I want to shout out Oaks. But for any show out there, yo, you're a small business out here, man. You do media, you should be out there trying to network, saying, yo, you got a media person? Nah. Yo, where can I help you out? Yo, you got an apparel person. You got a marketing person. Do you do detail?
Photographers.
Everything. Every side of it. I mean, if you're part of this business, come on out. The content creators, all of it.
Yeah.
Come out, meet each other. I mean, you should be using any of those opportunities to network. And that's something obviously and again, going back to our chats, this is why I appreciate conversation with y'all, right? It's like, this is the same convo we can have about any show. Like, we're using Oaks right now to be the shield of it. But that convo of like, yo, come out, network, man. Yo, build that thing up.
What's Oaks, an area?
Oaks, so that's, man, yo, you've grown, Pop. Yo, so it's called the Greater Philly Expo Center. It's in Oaks, PA. That, yo, son, you
I thought it meant something.
No,
Our auto, something. I don't know.
Oh, damn, yo, see, like now I got to come up with something creative out here. So it's Oaks, Pennsylvania. Oaks, PA. It's out by King of Prussia. So if you ain't been, it's the Oaks Expo Center, Greater Philly Expo Center out there. So it's right outside of King of Prussia.
And I want to thank you and give you your flowers and a big shout out because, your company, you guys got access to probably major radio shows and all that nature. You work with DJ Envy, and you chose us. You like, Theo, I want to talk about it. Bring me on. Let's do it. So thank you on that, bro.
Yeah, because he go to Envy tomorrow. Envy was booked today.
But I kicked it off.
He was on the Breakfast Club.
Wow,
so
we got the first.
No, man. Again, like I'll tell you, from my side of things, bro. Like. I hope y'all feel like I'm very free here, right? Like I get to be my most natural self, and that is why I wanted to sit down specifically with Bill Not Bought because, and again, you got to turn on different characters, right? Different times you got to call for calls for a different personality to come about. But for here, I knew I would have the opportunity to speak completely freely, right? Like I knew it'd be a setting where, there's going to be challenges that come out. The question, there's freedom to have that challenge.
Yes, sir.
There's freedom to have the conversation about it, and then we can just dive a little deeper. Like this part. That's not something that would, a variety of other places, that we could have conversation or I could have had conversation. No place gave me the freedom to just be myself and speak as openly about this. And for me, like, look at what we got to realistically. You know what I mean, like look how much we learned just about Oaks itself, and just kind of overall what we're trying to do as a company.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to reach out if y'all want to come through.
Somebody said, will there be pink merch at Oaks?
Pink merch?
Pink merch?
Pink is at the mall at Victoria's Secret.
So,
somebody nice too. I don't know. Said Hector, will there be pink merch at Oaks?
I mean, we can say, well, I mean, I'm calling out.
Know besides the pink we know.
I don't know. We talking like pink concerts. We talking about pink color. We talking about Victoria's Secret. Macho gonna have a pop up stand right there with lingerie. There will be merch out there for sure. I highly encourage everybody who does their own merch as well. Come on out. Check that out as well.
What about the awards, Liz? She keep mentioning the awards. Well, he already mentioned them.
No, but
there will be awards there.
There will be awards. So awards, because I did get these questions on here.
Oh wait, I'm thinking that she probably thought that you were gonna bring a man or something.
Oh no, I should have had a pay Michael award. No, so we will have awards. The award ceremony will be Sunday afternoon. So for anyone who doesn't know, again, let me just go over a quick schedule for that. Thursday, for the VIP, Thursday night will be moving. Friday will be the private education day event where we're bringing in the students and we're going to have new car dealers there. After that event, the dealers are getting out. Then Saturday morning, that area where the dealers cleared out, the vehicles who are just there for the weekend, they're coming in, they're filling up that space. The public show dates are Saturday and Sunday, October 25th and 26th. Saturday, the show's running from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday, the show running 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We'll be doing the awards on Sunday evening. Someone asked when judging's going down. I'm not 100%. We may be doing judging on Saturday. We're not 100% set on that, but just know we are going to be doing awards, definitely. Get yourselves ready, get yourselves popped up, and we are going to have industry personnel doing the judging. What's funny is I actually thought to myself, and I'm not going to do it, I was like, yo, let me get a local car club to do the judging here.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
This right here is exactly why I said nope. We're cutting this out because it came up like. And props again to the scene, like internally, the team. One thing we wanted to make sure we didn't do was our team, unless we get some outsiders that come in that aren't, car club or members of the local scene here, we're not the ones equipped to come out and be like, yo, which one has the absolute craziest build, right? And I told my team, I was like, yo, we're not going to embarrass. We would get called out instantly. Yeah. I've seen how fast things get called out. Yep. So I'm not sugarcoating it. Yeah,
it's just going to be
not right there.
The moment they pull out the parking lot,
it's exactly what it is.
You're going to hear, oh, that was favoritism. You don't like me.
Yep.
If I was, and this is me talking, I'm telling you how to run your show. I would get the guys you go and sit down with that don't know shit about this. That's the people I would get.
But then here comes the dilemma of, you got judges that doesn't know about it.
Boom.
That's their show.
Bro,
and we got
listen. No, this is just me talking. But if the budget there, get some out of state judges that know.
No, so we're right now, and I promise you, it most likely won't be for this show, most likely, but. Because it's going to be an area like that's something that we're looking at too. That we're, when we go down judging, like know that we are aware. Like we see the mirror, we know. But at the same time too, let me tell you something, bro. Like you're talking with we bring in dealers, we bring in service guys. These ain't people that don't know cars.
Right.
I got some of the collections and things you see out there. They're different builds, and this is why I do want to mix. Because shout out to my boy Tom Hester, man. So Hester Chevy, they got the one in Cherry Hill, they got the one in Philly. That's my boy. Tom is my guy.
Big shout out to you, man.
Yo, this dude he was a race car driver.
Okay.
So when it came and it literally, we were out here having a couple beers, and I'm like, yeah, this dude's full of shit. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm like, yeah, me too, bro. I used to race on Front Street, pop. We used to get rocking. No, he goes out, he pulls out he has a Talladega, the jumpsuit. And I was like, so official. Yeah, he's official. So there's people, and this is what I'm looking to do is the same kind of, I almost want, if I can find the right people, I almost want it to where some of the enthusiasts man, who the fuck, who this dude out here? And it's like, who am I? Let me tell you who I am out here. Right, that's what I'm looking at. That's really what I would like to do.
That'd be dope, because...
But at the end of the day, I'm sorry to cut you off, but before I lose this, at the end of the day, if your mind is just on the trophies,
facts,
that's something wrong with you. Boy, he just said the most important thing, bro, and it's not the price, it's not the thing. It's actually you're gonna have different kind of people to talk to different kind of kids. that kids and the area. I'm not familiar with Philly, but the area that he deals with is like the Badlands areas, right? And the kids need people to talk to.
Right.
So let's go, like, even if you don't got a car, go out there and like let's talk to these kids and
now, sorry to cut you off, but that was going to be what I was trying to get to when I asked you how many kids, you talk to 15 kids, how many out of the 15 will kickstart what you told them in their own life?
Yo, man, I can.
You could take the horse. You could lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink.
Yeah, when I go in and I speak to students, man, and this can because I've had some real hard conversations, bro. I tell students all the time. I make this reference. I'm like, yo, I'll be in a class. I'm talking to about 50 kids, right? And I'll say, look, he's like, right now I'm talking to 50 kids right now, 50 students, but realistically, I'm speaking to 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and this is something that for me, and this is a life lesson, really. Dude, you ain't gonna impact everybody, you ain't gonna change everybody, and that ain't the goal. The goal is if realistically, if we bring in 1,000 students, if one of these students leaves that day feeling like they feel better about themselves, they feel better about their path, they feel enlightened to go ahead and start doing a shit rap in their backyard, using glue and paper just to start playing around. Yo, we changed the world, bro. Now I stand by it. I know this shit sounds cheesy. I get it.
Right.
But I stand by that firmly. I'm watching. We watch it right now. And again, this could be inner city. Yo, let's not get lost. There's rough areas in country and everything like that. Yo, there's poverty everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Everywhere. And on that same note, again, I go back to that what's it called? It's like Dine and Donate that we're running on Friday night. Our company, every year, this year, we're giving away 25,000 brand new winter coats to local children in need.
Oh, wow.
There's always a tie into this as far as giving back out there. And again, I love the charitable side of just the car show scene in general. Y'all always doing great work out there. But let's big up, take the chance. Go talk to talk to the youth. This is our opportunity, man. This ain't about being buttoned up. And I'm not looking for just pure happy-go-lucky conversations. Yo, share that rough side.
Right.
Yo, man, talk to them about how terrible it is sometimes. Your car keeps breaking down. The money you're putting in, you put in this brand new part. Your first drive, man, that thing broke down. Your boy had to come tow you. You guys had to push this thing down the block.
You got in an accident. You got to start all over.
You start all over here. You see this story. I'm not here. This ain't about sugarcoating. We're here to talk life. And that can be the dealer world. That could be the enthusiast world. It could be going to school for this piece. It can be, whatever you want to do, media, anything.
Right.
Any aspect you want to do, we're here to just have real conversations and give some guidance.
Facts, man. And I think you hit the nail in the head with all this new information, man.
Joe, they asking if you want to raffle off the duck at the show.
Yo, man, don't be dissing. First of all, let's just clear some up right now, yo.
By him, they've been trying to see.
No. Yo, that's Frederick Von Ducksworth right there, right? Yo, that's Custom Alley Freddy. Follow him at Custom Alley Freddy on IG.
He got his own page.
He is not for sale. That's my homie. That's my OG. He's rocking. Matter of fact, I'm looking to see if I need a little hat for him. And I need a little chain, so whoever's out there that makes the stuff, I gotta try to figure out. I'm trying to get him a hat. I'm trying to get him some apparel.
At a baseball game.
The ice cream. Yo, I'm telling you.
Little plastic one.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But yeah, that's my boy Freddie.
You're gonna do a trunk or treat, you said?
Yeah, so on Saturday we're gonna be doing a trunk or treat portion of the day. We're still figuring out. It's not going to be anything formal. It's going to be something more along the lines of we're going to promote to the public that a trunk or treat's going down. We're not going to mandate that people participate in it. So it's your car's in. You have to do a trunk or treat setup. But we're going to open it, and if you want to do it, we're going to be promoting the student. We're going to be promoting the kids that come out, local families come out, wear a costume. And go up to these cars. So we will be doing a trunk or treat for this as well.
Okay. And Dan said, what are you going to dress up as?
That's Dan.
Yeah, driver's involved.
Yeah. All I can think of right now is 2 years ago, I did my lady and I dressed up as Dirty Dancing, and I remember I dressed up as Wani Castle out here, bro. So I don't know, I might bring that out. I was Ash Ketchum a couple years ago. I may bring out the Snorlax fit. We will take it back. You never know. I'll be wearing something.
Yo, so the spectators are free?
No. So the spectators for the show right now, I believe they're $20 for the spectators. Children are free. I'm going to get myself in trouble. $10 10-ish and under. So for the Hispanic crowd, your 17-year-old son. That's it. Yeah, it could be showing up
It's
like
true.
this my boy. He's I'm like, damn, he's
It's
a
true.
grown
Look,
man.
my son's 7, but at the buffet he's 5.
Yo, you know the real. You know the real. So yeah, so the spectators are going to be 20. I believe we're running that promo. It might be going up to 25 that day or like that week of. But we're going to have weekend passes that are available as well, and everything like that. And again, please, I do for anyone for all these questions. If y'all got questions about the show, you got questions just in general, go to the Custom Alley Show IG page. Go to Custom Alley Facebook and send the questions there because my team, we are actively keeping an eye on it and making sure we're getting back to it. So please send all the questions.
I got one more question.
Yep.
Let's say I don't have a car to enter your show. But I want to go Friday and network with the students and all that. But I don't have a car to go to your show.
I'm telling you this right now because that's an event that's very, very important to me and special to me. If you're interested in coming out to talk to the youth, I don't give a damn about the car. That part ain't even about cars. Reach out to me. Reach out to the Custom Alley IG page. Shoot us a message. I'm telling you, I'm not here to turn down anybody that's open to talk to the youth. So if you're down for it, you have a story to tell, you just want to be part of that day, please reach out to me. Reach out to the page. Yes, you can come that day. I want more people from the car scene, from the culture. I want more of us coming together. Let's take advantage of that opportunity and don't let it sound like your car get in the way of you being able to come out and do that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, before we leave, Custom Alley Show, Oaks, what's the dates and the time?
October 25th and 26th.
That's correct. October 25th and 26th are the public show dates.
10 to 6 on Saturday, 10 to 4 on Sunday.
Ooh, child, and Oaks, PA is out by King of Prussia. It ain't the big name. That was a great question to clear that up as well.
Heck, we really appreciate you sliding by, man,
Yo.
coming through.
Bro, real
They needed that,
shit.
bro. There was
Yeah.
hella question about this show.
Yes.
That heck, when a $200 show, what's going on, this and that.
So I hope that's clear. I hope that's clear right now. And again, I can't think. Seriously, thank y'all so much for giving me the chance to just talk. Not even, I mean, this time flew by.
Yeah.
Just giving me the time of day to sit down and have an open conversation.
See you
bro.
at Oak. See you there. You got people
Man,
going out there,
that's
bro.
crazy. That's my shout out to my sister D Nice. That's my sister out
Okay,
there.
your sister,
Love
Sully,
you out there.
Sully,
Sully's in there.
Sully all in there,
Dan
bro.
Dan will be in.
Big shout out to everybody for
Man,
tuning in
appreciate
tonight,
y'all. Yo, and send messages. We want the book. E, shout out to you,
We
Pop.
want the book.
They want the book. They want the book.
This is another great episode of Bill Not Ball Talks. Host Theo, Macho, the great Hector, Titi behind the camera. See y'all next Monday.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Yes,
That was
sir.
dope, son.
Yeah, that
That